an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento, the capital of California. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Barnes.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. You got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Clark, if you're a basketball purist, tonight might not be your cup of tea. These two teams live and die by the three-point shot.
And the evolution of the game has led us to this point where it's about spacing and knocking down the three-point shot. That's what's king now, and that's what we're going to see a lot of tonight.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Sacramento, Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Bagley is out there with Alex Len, and it's Bazemore at the three, the small forward. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
And he's good on the second.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And so here's Sacramento. Stolen by Bledsoe. One-on-one fast break. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Bledsoe.
Boy, I like the finesse and the focus that Middleton plays with. I mean, that's part of what allows him to finish off these tough hoops.
Now, here's Fox. Hield outside. Over Giannis. Hield can't hit. And here's Middleton. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Sacramento grabs the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Now Bledsoe following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. From 8, and that one's good by Giannis.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Here's Fox. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
The first one falls. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Hill. Back to Bledsoe. Bucks passing it around. Here's Giannis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Giannis has got 5 now.
And, you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Now, here's Fox. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. It's good. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Passes to Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Clark with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
Hield, the kick out to Fox. Just 4 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Hill against Hield, and it's Hill penetrating. Len with the block. And here comes the break. Here's Bazemore. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Hield with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Giannis. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. And finally they hit one. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 4-point game. He feeds it to Len. Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. Over Giannis. Off the left rim and out. Bucks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Shots good by Middleton.
Boy, that was a nice leak out by Middleton. Took advantage of his quickness there.
The Kings have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Bazemore with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Fox, no good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Here's Fox. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that. Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Now here's Hield. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. And that one's good. Parker.
And I like the energy, the effervescence that Parker plays with. Not resting after receiving the pass, just going right up with it.
Bledsoe kicks to Giannis. Shot from 12. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points. So the Kings call timeout, their first. Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear and ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win. And being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that.
Things settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
So for the Kings, their last game, a win against the Suns in Phoenix.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Now, here's Fox. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Hield finds Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, I like the craftiness of Parker at finding ways to get into the lane, always looking to punch it down.
Bucks leading by 8. Hill looking it over. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Middleton. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Middleton. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And here are the Kings now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Bledsoe against Hield. Here's Parker. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Parker's got 6. Now here's Giannis. 13 points in the game. Bledsoe outside. Rejected by Len, and he recovers it. Fox against Hill. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Parker.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Bucks leading by 10. Hill passes to Antetokounmpo. Hield against Bledsoe. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That 3 off the mark. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Hield. The pass to Parker. And that one is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he checks in for Alex Len. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Now here's Barnes. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix. Here's Parker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Milwaukee is exactly what a small market success story looks like.
Yeah, you know, a great eye for talent and also some good fortune in landing a player like Giannis in the draft. And small market teams have to home grow their superstars. Then they made smart moves surrounding Giannis with talent and an outstanding coach. The front office deserves buku credit for how they've turned this team into a finals contender.
And that one falls for Parker.
I like Parker's versatility. He can play both forward positions, in part because he's so long and big, and he's got excellent mobility.
Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And Parker drops them both. Mark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
With the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Joseph against Bledsoe. Joseph, the pass to Barnes. Back to Joseph. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
You know, because Corey Joseph, when he has the ball, is always in a probing posture, he's hard to guard without fouling at times.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
No good on the free throw.
Joseph is a guy who's a proven champion and does whatever's asked of him, and that makes him a solid leader on this team.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And Clark, many fans thought Brook Lopez might have lost it after his stint with Los Angeles, but, you know, he was reborn after joining the Bucks.
Yeah, sometimes a fresh start re-energizes you and helps you change your game. This guy was, though, a 20-point scorer a night in the past, so he can put it in the basket. He didn't get those kind of numbers with the Bucks, but really was exactly what they needed as a big guy who could shoot the three and also be a rim protector inside.
Here's Joseph after Eric Bledsoe's score. Nobody near Barnes. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, Barnes is a good shooter from deep, Kevin. I mean, when he's in rhythm, he's dangerous from out there.
Bucks leading by 12. Bledsoe looking around. On the wing, Korver lets it fly, and it's good off the back rim and in.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
To the paint. Tries it from 9. Connects. The jumper drops.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
.122 left to play in the first. Bledsoe kicks to Williams. Pass to Lopez. Sacramento grabs the miss. Barnes dishes to Joseph. Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. Over Lopez. Parker's shot is off.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Feeds it to Williams. Bledsoe against Barnes. Pass to Ilyasova. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Barnes can't get it to go. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
The three-pointer is right on target. Bielitsa's got 5 points so far.
And, you know, Barnes is a really good all-around talent, a skilled passer for a guy his size.
Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Here's Lopez, and that one released in time, but no good. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Bucks lead by 14. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Ilyasova at the 4, with Lopez at the 5. Kyle Korver is out there with Matthews, and it's Williams at the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Outside, Bogdanovich. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Outside Korver. Pass to Lopez. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. Shot clock at 5. Nobody near Williams. No good with the triple. The Kings trail by 14. Here's Joseph. The shot misses. Korver with the defensive effort. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Matthews passes to Korver. Floats one up. Rebound by Bielitsa.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Matthews passes to Lopez. There's the dish to Corver. And stolen by Barnes. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. The feed now to Bagley. It's Bielitsa. And no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Fox is checked in. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Kyle Korver. To the middle. Here's Williams. That one rolling around and rims out. The Kings trail by 12. Bogdanovich up top. He's guarded by Hill. Now Bogdanovich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Count it.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And here is Hill. Outside Matthews. And Middleton kicks to Hill. Six on the shot clock. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Hill. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
Lopez, not to be denied. Nice strong finish there.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journey.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
He misses the free throw. But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
He doesn't get the second one.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
Matthews, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Here's Lopez. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the Kings. Land's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Hield finds Barnes. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And it's Hill penetrating. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Hill maintaining his balance there. That's a tough and one finish by the fundamentally sound guard.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw drops for Hill.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Now here's Hield. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. There's the pass to Len. Back to Hield. Lets it fly from 18. Again, the miss by the Kings. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Hill. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. On the wing, Giannis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Hield. All sorts of time. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Inside, here's Matthews, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 17.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Barnes. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Hield, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Some changes for Sacramento. Parker's checked in for Alex Len. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Harrison Barnes. Giannis passes to Matthews. The second effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jabari Parker.
Yeah, I like how confident Matthews is down low. Impressive work by him drawing contact inside.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Here's Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Giannis. The Kings getting the bucket. The kick out to Hill. Fires the 3. Here's Lopez. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Lopez has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Bazemore. Still looking for his 1st bucket in this one. Pass to Parker. Over onto Kumbo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Excellent use of the shot fake from Parker. A true talent at getting defenders off balance, even up in the air.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Bucks. And Parker drops them both. Clark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of rest. They could play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
The Kings trail by 21. Fox with it. He feeds it to Hield. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Fox, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Floats it up for Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And here's a look at some numbers for Giannis.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now, here's Fox. Healed the pass to Bagley. Parker against Antetokounmpo. Parker kicks to Healed. Over Bledsoe. Again, the miss by the Kings.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Healed outside. Middleton against Bazemore. Parker trying to free himself up. Bazemore misses. Milwaukee's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. For 3, Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And 11 points for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, I think it's critical that Bledsoe shoots with confidence off the catch. I mean, I like that mentality.
Fox against Antetokounmpo. The floater. Right side Bagley. Over Lopez. Bagley with the bucket. Bagley's got 8 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
The rebound by Hield. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Fox. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Giannis missing. The Kings shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Parker finds Bagley. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
55 seconds left in the first half. Parker against Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 29.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Outside, Bagley. Back to Bazemore. Bagley trying to free himself up. Bazemore misses. For 3, Middleton. Here's Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, you know, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 block. Coming in on the heels of a whopping performance in their last game, he's had no let-up in that fire here tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
We're seeing the Giannis effect.
first player to ever finish in the top 20 in all 5 major statistical categories. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? It doesn't speak for his overall impact, but I just want to tell you that's impressive.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The Kings' shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Len in at the center. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Bagley the pass to Bazemore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lopez with the block.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under Coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an all-star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time all-star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Bledsoe passes to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Wednesday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now here's Bledsoe. 11 points in the game. And Matthews kicks to Middleton.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Feeds to Bazemore. Here's Fox. That shot misses. Great D that time from Middleton.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
You know, Bledsoe is a decent shooter from outside, but I think it's really important that he continues to connect from there.
Bazemore against Middleton. Bazemore dishes to Fox. He kicks it to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Kings in second. 5th best, the Bucks.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Robin Lopez, and Marvin Williams subbed in for Chris Middleton. Both free throws good from Hield. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Bucks. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Fox passes to Hield. Passes it to Barnes. Bagley in the post, covered by Giannis. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Yeah, a moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 11 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Now here's Bledsoe. Marvin Bagley missing his last shot. Here's Giannis. Sacramento grabs the miss. Len's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bogdanovich looking around. Len down low. Lopez is there. Sacramento again missing. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former #2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Here's Joseph. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Joseph, the pass to Barnes. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Matthews, no good. Matthews has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 2nd in steals, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And back to your point, #2 in steals, he's just a tireless worker. Plays that hard-nosed, on-ball defense. Most guys just can't disengage from him. A different look for Milwaukee. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Korver in for Wesley Matthews. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Bledsoe for 3 with the tip. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ilyasova's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now here's Korver. Left side Williams. Plenty of space. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That, to me, is just all practice and experience. Textbook shooting from Williams right off the pass.
The pass to Barnes. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 5 now.
Boy, strength and body control on display there from Barnes. I tell you what, he's got a competitive spirit to him. He doesn't want any defender to get the better of him.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bledsoe against Joseph. Pass to Lopez. The 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Len. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 6. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Ilyasova, no one around him. Misses the wing J. The Kings shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Joseph, that's good.
Corey Joseph does a nice job with his speed and change of pace to get by the defense.
Milwaukee has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. The kick out to Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Barnes can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Len. The Bucks also with the sub. Hill's checked in. Now here is Hill. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Bjelica. Bjelica's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, you got to step in front of Barnes on that drive, Kevin. I mean, when you don't, he's focused on bashing the rim in.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Hill passes to Lopez. It's back to Hill. Lets it go with a 3. And there's the feed to Korver. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Korver's gone 1 of 4 so far. It's Parker with the drive. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Here's Hill. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Hill dishes to Lopez. Wants to get it to Hill and does. Yep, it counts. Hill's got 5.
I think that's a testament to Hill's attitude. I mean, he does not hesitate at all when he has the ball right next to the hoop.
Now Joseph. Barnes outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Shoot 2.
And he can't get the first one. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Now here is Hill. 5 points in the game. Lopez finds Korver. Williams looking around. Clock at 6. Over Bjelica. Williams can't get it to go. And here are the Kings now. Big run right now going for him. 11-2. Basket good. He has 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks leading by 22. Outside Hill. A floater. He feeds it to Korver. Over Joseph. And there's Korver on the assist by Hill. Korver's got his 2nd basket of the game.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
And Joseph kicks to Barnes. Joseph against Hill. Passes it to Bielitsa. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Bielitsa's got his third basket of the night. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Bagley, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Corver. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Loud pass to Bagley. And stolen by Ilyasova. He gets it in there. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And here are the Kings now, following the bucket by the Bucks. And stolen by Ilyasova. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Marvin Williams. Here's Bledsoe and Parker with the block.
Absurd bounce ability displayed by Parker. I mean, he uses it so well on defense. It's not just the leaping ability, but the timing as well.
Now here's Parker. He's got 12 over Ilyasova, and that one's good. Parker's got 14.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 1:05 left to play here in the third.
Sometimes it's a real trick bag trying to guard Antetokounmpo. I mean, his skill set and build and length and athleticism draws a ton of fouls.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
And really a big factor in their win last time out was his work at the line.
I think it was the difference in the game. In a close game, when you knock down those kinds of points at the stripe, that decides a game oftentimes. And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
50 seconds left in the third. Kicks it to Lopez. Fox against Bledsoe. There's the lob. And
watch out now. Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
The putback, and Bagley able to finish.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Middleton. Fires for three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Parker's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Matthews with the steal. Shoots over Fox. Can't hit from 12.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Milwaukee leading by 21 on the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Robin Lopez out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. Now here's Bledsoe. Shoots over Fox. No good from Bledsoe.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And,
oh my goodness! What a play!
And you know, when Parker finds his comfort zone now, he catches fire rapidly. And the defense really has no answer for him in that case.
Here's Milwaukee now. And here's Bledsoe. Down low. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight.
An effective combo guard. Bledsoe is a guy I love watching run the offense and get the ball to his teammates.
Parker outside. Clark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Hangs, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, really love the second effort on the glass from Parker. This guy never gives up on the offensive glass.
To the inside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Fox passes to Bazemore. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Middleton drives in, and it's Giannis missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 44.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Outside, Bagley. Healed from outside. Unable to get that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Alex Len's checked in for the Kings. To the paint, here's Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 6 assists now in the game. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Fox against Bledsoe. Pass to Len. For a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Bledsoe. Tries again. Len with the block. Bazemore passes to Hield. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Here is Bledsoe. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Matthews. The Bucks working the ball around. They get the rebound. Giannis kicks to Middleton. sinks the triple.
Boy, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Len. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Marvin Bagley. Corey Joseph's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Farrell's subbed in for Fox. And then for Milwaukee, Wilson, he's checked in for Lopez. Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Farrell passes to Giles. Just 5 to shoot. Over Wilson. Giles kicks to Holmes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Wilson. Chris Middleton comes in for Sterling Brown. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Pat Connaughton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
The Kings have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside, Joseph. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
A number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Passes it to Hield. Matthews against Joseph. In the corner, Farrell. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Off target with his 3.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Farrell passes to Joseph. And it's off from 3-point range. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Williams, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Korver comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Kings. Hield's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Joseph. In the corner, Farrell. Over to the left wing. Here's Giles. Bank shot, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Takes the 13-footer. The shot by Joseph, no good. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hield. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, ramping up the speed there in transition. Once Joseph sees a route and path to the goal, he's off to the races.
Clark, last season we saw more of the global games series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, 1 in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. A second chance effort, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Wilson, he's checked in for Lopez. Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Fox, no good.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
The Kings shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Wilson with it. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 54 points. And for the Kings, they're shooting 43% for the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. Here's Connaughton. Now the pass to Matthews. Lays it up off the glass.
Matthews strong and confident, able to finish through tough defense there.
Fox against Matthews. Fires from 18. And it's Bagley that time on the assist by Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
In addition to Ilyasova's ability to light it up from the perimeter, he also feels pretty comfortable in the paint.
Barnes finds Bagley. Takes the 3. Here's Len. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Matthews. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Ball's knocked loose. 5 on the clock. From deep. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Yes, that goes in.
And Fox is so good in the open floor, Kevin. Whether he's passing to teammates or doing his own grocery bagging, this dude's a major threat in the open space.
Brown outside. Baseline jumper. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Kings.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Len. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Bagley. Bogdanovich is checked in for Buddy Hield. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Fox. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Antetokounmpo comes in for DJ Wilson. Chris Middleton's checked in for Brown. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Pat Connaughton.
And, you know, Harrison Barnes is an effective two-way player, becoming better every day on offense and can defend multiple positions as well.
Pass to Lopez. Middleton with it. Back to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich against Bledsoe. On the wing, Giannis makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 56 points in the game.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
This is exactly what you want Farrell to do. I mean, when there's somebody open, he's got to find them.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.